Morning angel, silence your wailing.
We're keeping socially distant, 6 feet apart. Center yourself and go.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Ann Ball, and I am a lyric coloratura soprano and a high performance specialist.
High performance specialist. All right, break that down. Break
like
that
that?
one down for me.
I do coaching and consulting, typically with people who struggle with things around productivity and low motivation, doing it in a way that's aligned with how they naturally work well.
I think that makes sense. I want to drill down on this a little bit more. Okay. So coloratura soprano.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know,
Lots of notes, really high, fast ones.
it sounds like you're essentially a life coach for corporations.
It's definitely something that I did not plan. It found me. I, like so many other artists, I got my bachelor's degree and I got my master's degree and I graduated and I went, oh, okay, great. Now I'm going to have a fabulous performance career and I'm going to be singing all over the world and making a fabulous living. And that is not at all how it went. I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know anything about how to learn a role quickly and efficiently without getting super stressed out about it. And because of that, I started to do poorly at auditions, and then I just stopped getting auditions altogether. And I found a woman named Carol who is an expert at the business of singing, and she talked a lot about how to make any of this work, you have to get your own stuff together first. So you have to get organized and you have to build really good habits and learn how to network at a higher level. And once I got really good at that, then my performance career started to take off and my teaching studio started to grow and people started to ask me for help. And it started with artists saying, hey, how do you always go to a gig and come back with another gig? And then it started to branch out a little bit in a way that I didn't expect it to. I had people from outside of the arts also asking me for help, like doctors and lawyers and people who you would think have it together. But it turns out we're all the same. We're all a great big hot mess. This is really popular with retired athletes. So retired athletes, once they get off the field, they'll do a lot of executive coaching and they train people in focus and mindset and all of this stuff that athletes do. Singers are the same. We have to have the same amount of focus, be able to take all of these different skills and meld them into one thing to do it consistently and efficiently.
You've sort of taken this idea of skills that tend to be undervalued in American culture, and you're just repackaging them.
Yeah. Even I'm still learning how powerful this whole concept is.
And artists are great at reinventing themselves. They just are. And younger artists are even better at reinventing themselves because they've had to already.
I think that's why artists in particular are good at bridging the gap between the arts and entrepreneurship and entering the economy in this really unique way. Part of the reason why I decided to do this in a bigger way was because my intention has never been to stop singing and do something else. I just got really tired of having to sing things I didn't want to sing just because I needed the money. So I said, how can I find something else to do that uses my very unique skill set, but also just lets me like do the projects that I want? The arts are interlaced with everything and people forget that.
Tell me about the book.
Yes. So the book is called Own Your Light. It hit me out of the blue one day that I should just write a book about my journey as a singer and how that relates to the content that I teach my coaching clients. You have to understand what your story is and figure out how to tell it and then have the courage to actually put it out there.
That's amazing. Where can people find it?
Thank you. You can get it on Amazon and it'll be available in a few different places. So keep an eye out for that big announcement.
6 feet apart.